starting a bit late today, but better late than never. They added a new pack and a bunch of new accessories. Don't really need those. The deck we'll be playing is the same deck as last time. The Duel Academy Good Stuff list. Got some solid cards here. We're basically just loading up on all the best singleton cards we own. Notable highlights include Pankratops and Access Code Talker that we pulled surprisingly early. And I'm sure that these cards will stay in our collection and in our deck for pretty much the entire climb. I can't imagine reaching a point where a deck list wouldn't want to include these two. I see the Live Twin deck box, the Sky Striker mate, and I instantly assume it's going to be a competent deck list. Maybe not a competent player, but a competent list. Sky Striker sleeves, Masquerena icon, a bunch of titles. This is going to be an uphill battle. Hand's looking fine. This could be problematic. I mean, maybe they summon a Fenrir here and then we're fine. I don't think I have an answer for Macrocosmos, though. This is monster, yeah? That's monster. This needs to go to grave. Yep, same with this. Yep. I can go Guiltia, Kaiju. The face down is their Kashtira trap card. What does it do again? It's Kashtira that is banished or in your hand. Well, that's every turn. And since Macrocosmos is in play, yeah. We'll go next. If it wasn't for Macrocosmos, I could have crashed the Gradle into the Fenrir, taken the Fenrir, and then used that to try control the game. And that might have worked, but Macrocosmos just ruined it. Kashtira players make no sense to me. Why would you queue into a deck if your goal is to not play Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm gonna go first. It's probably not correct. I mean, with that previous hand, going first would have literally been set the Cobra and pass turn and get completely blown out of the water by Fenrir. This is almost functional. It's 1.5 interruptions. They're really thinking on end of main. Well, setting a card's a good start. This is if they summon from main deck or grave. That was not summoned from main deck or from grave. This is going to be a problem. Does Fallen Paradise give them protection? Cannot target them. And they can't be destroyed by card effects. Okay, so notably DD Assailant does out it. But it is Pot of Greed every turn, so hopefully they summon from the deck. Maybe they're not reading. Also, I'm pretty sure this is a terrible deck for the Fiendsmith mate. I'm pretty sure he transforms whenever you summon out of the extra deck. Okay, I need a normal summon. That is not a normal summon, but it might help. I think... yeah, so if they summon Uriah, that's a Pyro, which would turn on my Duel Academy. Yeah, and the other effects don't matter. I suppose if they have a Thunder, then... okay, this doesn't do anything. Yeah. I'm okay with that being face up. It doesn't actually do anything. I mean, I saw the normal summon of the Summoning Beast, and my immediate instinct was that I'm just screwed, that it's Yubel. But this is a very winnable matchup. Possibly. Yeah. This is fine. Does this target? It does not. Okay. So if he adds the Summoning Beast... wait, it's not Summoning Beast, it's... oh no, it is Dark Summoning Beast. Okay, additional normal summon on a Fiend. I'm not sure why we didn't grab the spell card. Okay, yep. Here it comes. Yep, there it is. This thing... you tribute this card from your hand or deck, ignoring summoning conditions. There's no way he chooses to summon the one from his hand. It just won't happen. He's going to summon the one out of the deck. Surely. And indeed he did. Let's get that one out of here. Okay. So that confirms that he's at least playing two of them. So he's playing Uriah as well. Okay, but we don't have 3 continuous traps for Uriah. And we've normal summoned both of our normal summons for the turn. Nice. Now if I could get a warrior, that would be very nice. I could get a normal summon, a warrior or a pyro or a beast. I mean, that doesn't target, and they do have a fiend engrave, so if they summon a third copy of Raviel, then I can get rid of their last copy of Raviel. I think half my deck is monsters. Yeah, more than half my deck is monsters. Normal summon, effect failure. Okay. I mean, it's a discard for Raigeki Break, I guess. Not sure why you'd normal summon effect failure. It doesn't do anything. Could be a bot. Oh, tribute summoning. What are we... Oh, another summoning beast? Okay. Question is, do I respect them enough? Would they be on... They're on this, which means they're on multiple Sacred Beasts. They've got to have like a Hamon in deck. If I let this stick and they summon a Hamon from deck, I don't have an answer for it. So I have to do this now. As much as I'd love to hold it for the Raviel that I know is in hand, I think I have to do it like this. I need a monster. That's a monster, and a bloody good one at that. As long as I don't misclick. Am I about to get trap hold? Oh no, it could be another copy of effect failure. I'll take skill drain. I mean, I don't care about skill drain right now. Turns off their beckoning beasts. There's okay, no, their summoning beasts still work. If I let them summon with this, I can pop whatever they summon. Because I can go Raigeki Break, pop the field spell on resolution, Duel Academy, pop the summoned monster. And I think they have a hard time getting stuff back from grave. Oh. Yeah, I'll take it. They got bored, I guess. Or frustrated. Who knows? But I'll take it. It's a win. It's a genuine win. It's not a bot or anything, so I'll take it. I'm going to choose to go first again because, well, I need to. Okay, I've got Unicorn, I've got Canadian Trap Hole, so... Well, let's start digging. I think I'd probably still play Unicorn even if it didn't have the Excavate effect. I would have really liked that card, but I'll survive, I suppose. Yeah, I think the Unicorn's like one of my best statted guys, just beat sticks. And it's a light monster, which allows it to be used for like the Chaos guy, I think. That's a real card. Oh no, non-tuner dark. I see our opponent is having a bad day. Probably burn. Considering they didn't summon a barrier statue. Oh, no, it's Labyrinth. That summons from hand, deck. I'm pretty sure I just lose here. Yeah, I just lose here. I suppose real deck wasn't on my radar. Like Labyrinth, once they get a single monster into rotation, is just an automatic write-off. It's an unwinnable matchup. My opponent has a Sky Striker mate and a whole bunch of titles. Pretty sure this is doomed. Oh, right. Boop. Well, we do what we can. Neither of these require me to have a monster on field, so I'm thinking I just Photon Jumper. Right, hold on to the Photon, just leave it here so Photon Jumper can end the battle phase and then I can make an Xyz. Oh, but then I won't have a battle phase. Rather normal summon the Rose Warrior. Hope that I can keep her safe and then Synchro. 15 card extra deck, by the way. 40 card main deck. Oh, that's a nice quick one. Oh, well, my brain. I've been clicking go second so long with this list. Although they have like a real setup, so as soon as they play a real card, I can just concede. Dimensional Barrier, that's like an actual card that people will give up against. Oh? That's a promising start. I'll hold on to the Bull Blader here. I think I go Gearfried. If this card is sent to the grave while equipped, I can pay 1,000. Yo, that's synergy. That's crazy synergy right there. Nice Maxi. I do not care about Maxi. I will gladly have them take the -1 for nothing. nice infinite impermanence. Forbidden droplets. Close enough. Well, on the plus side, that means I do have Dimensional Barrier. So if they're not on the extremely likely deck that is Sky Striker, if they're on something else, maybe I can turn skip them with this. Though seeing Maxi and Forbidden Droplets, I have a sneaking suspicion that it's Sky Striker. Just a hunch. In which case, none of these do anything. Imagine if Dimensional Barrier had a mode that stopped summoning of tokens. Dude. You're negating a monster that doesn't do anything. Oh, they probably think I'm on Red Eyes, actually. Nah, that's funny. They actually probably think I'm on, like, Red Eyes, in which case I actually would be able to trigger this in their turn if I was on Red Eyes. I don't like that that is 3 spells. If they go directly Hayate here, I can blast them. Shizuku. Okay, okay. End of main. Battle phase. Okay. If they don't have a response to this. Yes! Okay, okay, now we're cooking. Just need them to whiff one more draw phase. Maybe I make Utopia to turn off Hayate? Nah. They simply won't draw Ray, Engage, Reinforcements of the Army, Rose, or Hornet Drones. They simply won't. Well, use it or lose it, I guess. Most likely summon is an Xyz. It's not likely, but it's more than unlikely. Well, more than impossible. Okay, so we have lethal damage on board as long as they don't have a starter in hand. Okay. We have Ein. Well, they probably have last card Maxi. happy to ruin the day of some Sky Striker player with absolute garbage. Like, wow. Let me see that. That was a real deck, right? It's 10 by Sky Striker. It's not even pure. Oh my god. So we were dead to Pydra, Fadra. Is it Fadra? No, Fadra wouldn't have done it. We're dead to Pydra, again Roku, Chandra, Engage, Sangan Summoning, or Sangan Kaiman. Like, any of those draws just instantly loses the game. The card in hand was probably something like Thrust or Talent. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. That's absolutely hysterical. Maybe I should start tracking my best win. Like, what is the best deck that this pile of garbage has beaten? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think that's just too funny. I think prior to this it would have been something like Dark Magician or like Snake Eyes, or maybe we beat Snake Eyes at some point, but I feel like if we did, it was certainly not a pure build, not like a functioning build. Well, let's go first. Also kind of makes sense why us choosing to go second there was actually kind of nice. I don't think it ended up mattering, but it helped. This I can work with. Let's activate Duel Academy, summon the Bullblader, and set the Network Trap Hole. I'm pretty sure we have enough of warrior monsters that Ein is a good card still. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think Ein is probably still worth it, even though we've sort of diversified our types a little bit. I have a feeling that this is a lost match. I have an inkling that this game is already over. Just a hunch. Red Rising. I think we wait for him to activate this. We could banish this and pop the Red Rising, but I think if we let him activate it, summon the 2 from deck, banish the 2 that he summons, then we can use the Duel Academy to trigger the pop the Red Rising. Yeah, I think that puts him on lower tuner count in deck, and I think that's correct. Okay, they're proving me wrong. If I activate Bull Blader, he chains this and banishes everything of mine. I mean, I have outs for this. I have Kaijus. And it's just that easy. Just ask and believe in the heart of the cards, and you will be successful. While you control Red Dragon Archfiend. Okay. Well, let's normal summon O-Lantern. O-Lantern effect. To get rid of him. Ein. Equip Bull Blader. Punch him in the face. Okay, so next turn he can go Red Rising Summon 2, at which point I Network Trapple Banish, pop the red zone, and hope that that's good enough. Send one other card from your hand or field to the grave. Special this card. Also, you can't for the rest of that. You can target face a monster you control that has a levels and a Fiend Tuner. Okay, if there's a pop on the field, it's definitely going to be Crimson Gaia. Oh, 2 level 1s. He only has 1 level 1. I was wondering, like, why is he not using his Red Rising? But that's why. Summon a level 4 or lower Fiend from your deck except itself. Oh, you add. Not even special summon. Oh dear. Another Red Rising? This one doesn't mention Supernova, rather. Archfiend. Resonator in your grave, special it. There's no fucking way he's playing around Network Trapple. Oh no, he sequenced it wrong to play around Network Trapple if he did. If I let him resolve this, he can summon the Synchro 9. If I let him summon the Synchro 9, I just lose. I'd love to clear the back row, but I currently need Ein on the field. I don't think that game was over, not by a long shot, but I will absolutely take the win. I will absolutely take the win, and we promote to Gold 1. Nice. 4 more wins to reach Platinum, so I guess we're not actually reaching Platinum today. But let's claim our dailies. I mean, I'll absolutely take it. A win is a win. Going second. I see the Despia stuff. With a 15 card extra deck. Exo Sister. Can I beat Exo Sister? I'll have to check what their trap cards say. If the trap cards also require them to only control Exo Sisters, then maybe. I mean, I have this for the Magnifica. There's Michaelis. Ooh. If all monsters you control are Exo Sisters. Well, if all of the monsters are Exo Sisters, minimum of 1, then they have a banish. And then this thing does a bunch of stuff that I do not care about. So I think we always just do this. And I think we have to be a little aggressive, so I'm thinking normal, Guiltia, banish, and punch. Yeah. Network Trap Hold at least sort of checks Martha. Doesn't answer Martha, but at least it sort of checks her. Right, because if they summon Martha, I can banish the card that they summon from deck. Let me check that card. If all X's min 1 pay 800 target card your opponent controls or in the grave, banish it, then apply one of the following effects. Okay, so they have to have at least, well, they can banish 1 card, which means if I summon another card, that gives them 2 things that they have to worry about. And that 1 trap card is no longer sufficient. Attack with the big one first. Into Michaelis. Well, this is looking kind of bleak. Who plays 2 copies of Returnia and 2 copies of Pax? Wait, no, that is the second copy of Pax. Okay, at least Pax is like a searcher, but yeah, no, you don't get to play the game. Exosister is not a deck you play if you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a deck you play if you want to not play Yu-Gi-Oh. If you want to sit there and stare at your opponent. With one hand suspiciously under the table and some tapping noises. This is an acceptable hand. My opponent is on 57 cards. I don't know if I can beat this. I might be able to beat it with the help of Vicious Claw. There's Red Supernova. Can't be destroyed. Okay. Yeah, so this is a replacement effect, but I'm pretty sure it still counts as destroying it by an effect. Okay. Why are we increasing his level? Okay, Red Rising. I feel like the sequencing is all flavors of wrong, but okay. If this card is sent to the from the monster zone to the grave, special Red Dragon Archon from your extra deck. That's a good card. So I think we go Special Summon Thrasher. Okay. Okay, and then we hope that Pankratops into Divine Wrath is good enough. It probably isn't. But who knows? red Dragon Archfiend deck is... It being a structure deck is just so bad for this run. It is just so bad for this challenge. It is just crucifixion level bad. It is just unbelievably bad for us. It's a nearly unwinnable matchup that everyone is playing because it's an anime fan favorite as well. Am I about to get completely blasted by Tearlaments? I'm not going to activate Duel Academy because I don't have a trap card set. And the best thing I can do with a spell is Inflict 1,000. If and only if they summon a Dinosaur, Sea Serpent, or Thunder. Add Rhinoheart. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, we go next. Okay, we have Giltia Photon Thrasher, which is a bit of a clash. We have Illumirage. Our opponent is on 58. Dark Magician. Special summon this card. Okay, but it is Dark Magician. Maybe. Oh, big maybe. If that's Eternal Soul, I'm not sure how I deal with it, but we'll get there. Discarding Draw and Lock, so it's what, Apprentice? Dia Bellstar. Oh no. Soul Sent 2, probably. I don't know if I want to see what they're cooking. I really don't know if I want to see what they're cooking here. Azamina Ru Arcielago. This is the Omni or is this the Search? It's the Search. Makes sense. I mean, I can beat Little Knight Pass. I mean, I have it on good authority that it's probably not going to be Little Knight Pass, but I can beat Little Knight Pass. It's going to be Hallowed Chain Wanted. This synergy should not exist, but sure. The absolute insult, right, by the way. The absolute spit in the face by discarding Drolan Lockbird. Knowing full well that if I had that Drolan Lockbird in my hand, that it would have ended their turn. Okay, so we have an Omni Negate to deal with as well. I mean, I can technically still out this board. O Lantern Thrasher does it. Actually, just O Lantern does it. Question is, what's the face down? Because we don't know what the face down is. I feel like if it was one of the Azamina stuff, you'd send it for Magician Souls. Well, let's see what we can do. We'll special summon Photon Thrasher. And then we'll normal summon O Lantern. First thing we'll do is we'll get rid of the Little Knight. We'll go to main phase 2. Then we'll get rid of the Ilia Sylvia. No, this gets to trigger. It's really annoying. Oh. Oh, they don't have any Sinful Spoils traps in the deck. Okay. Well, I'll activate Duel Academy. It's a bluff, but I'll activate it. Presumably they can just go Hallowed again and again and again, and this is just over. Yep, just put back the guy and then just summon him again. Discard Dark Magician Girl for, yep, another Diabella Star. There's no point sticking around. My opponent plays like dog shit, which means that it's going to take about 1,000,000 years, but I am still going to lose this inevitably. Oh, we've got another Unfathomable Explorer on our hands with a Basketball Mate. I see the RDA icon though. Is this gonna be another Red Dragon Archfiend enthusiast? That's a 15 card extra. We do have Kaijus. Centurion. If I didn't have the Kaijus, I'd be conceding immediately here. Primera, stand up pitch for Trudea. Yep, that's a good card that they discarded. Yeah, there's Trudea. Trudea, summon it, increase its level. Although I suppose you don't have to do that anymore with the Synchro 8. Yep. Scale itself, and the new level 4? No, it's going straight for Gargoyle. Summon Gargoyle. Are we decreasing our level to go into the 8, or are we just going straight for the 12? Just going straight for the 12, okay? Add a card, probably the trap. I'm not sure if I can beat this, but I can certainly try. That's the one that summons the token. Yep. Okay, we're going for Crimson immediately. Okay, we're going to summon a token. Level 8, yep. And then we're going to Archery. Okay. Synchroing with the field spell effect because reasons, I guess. Legatia. We're going Legatia here? I mean, I guess you don't have to go into Cosmic yet. You have all the stuff in the back row that you need. Okay, what I need here is like a Bull Blader. Bull Blader would be pretty nice. Lava Golem would be crazy, but I don't have it. Pank would also be okay. I think that does the same job. Banish 3. Yep, okay, so they're gonna go into Crimson stuff and I can then use the Kaijus. I think I can eat the entire board. I think. It's a big maybe, but I think I can eat the entire board with my hand. Okay, draw a card and then Synchro Summon. Presumably into Crimson. Yo, is that Crimson Dragon? This is weird. I kind of want to give them Radiant because its level is useless to them. Yep, Cosmic Blazer. So what I'm thinking is we can Radiant Kaiju the Cosmic Blazer, summon Godarla, equip Godarla with Mage Power, Battle Phase, Nemlaria beats the Legatia, Godarla beats the Auxilla, and then I still have Ice Dragon's Prison. Yeah, I think that's the shout. No Cosmic Blazer. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that this is the Centaurion trap card, which is going to absolutely ruin my day. Okay, Auxilla down. Okay, and that's Legatia down. And then we set Ice Dragon's Prison. The thing can only be Synchro Summoned? Yeah. Which means I can't, like, bring that back with IDP, as funny as that would be. Okay, send a Centaurion from deck to grave. Go for it. If this card is special summoned, well, I can't allow that to resolve. Now I have to just hope that these guys are big enough that I'm safe. Ooh, I could activate her effect and play into triple tactics. I kind of have to hope that they're just playing on a budget and can't afford multiple copies of all the Centaurion stuff. Okay, branded regained. I don't like that they just activated that, but yeah. From your deck? Okay. There's Trudia. Notably, Trudia is an SR, so maybe. Summon it, yeah. Okay. Sending the Primera, okay. Notably, they don't have a tuner monster. That's a tuner monster. That's an 8. Okay, they are playing like a proper build. Notably, they don't have a level 4. Shut up. You have rank 8s in this list? You're kidding me. And I'm about to get Zeused. Yeah, bro, you got it. Almost turned it around. Yeah, this is like a real opponent who has titles and a Sky Striker mate and a Sky Striker icon and a Sky Striker border. And a Sky Striker field and a Sky Striker sleeves. And they chose to go first, which means it's probably not Tenpai variant, but it's probably Sky Strikers, and it's Blue Eyes. That just makes it worse. I'm gonna say it. Blue Eyes players are the bottom of the barrel of Yu-Gi-Oh players. They are actually like the scum on the underside of a barrel. They hardly count as people. I mean, I'll wait for them, but pretty sure it's a concede. Wow, not even waiting for my turn for the Spirit Dragon effects. Connection failed? What? Oh, probably idling. Because my mouse cursor wasn't moving. Although no, it wasn't my time, so it must have actually been a connection failure. I mean, I wasn't winning that anyway, but that's kind of annoying. Okay. Well, we've got a beast. Okay, charge, milling a Lubellion. Something tells me this isn't gonna go our way. I've just got a slight inclination that this might not be a winnable matchup for us. Yeah, I have a suspicion that this isn't going to pan out for us. Yo, is that a Lacrima? I'm just thinking, Canada targets something, they use the Fiendsmith Link, I Divine Wrath, I trigger Duel Academy on a new chain, so I clear the Link with Divine Wrath, Duel Academy then pops a card. I think it's just plausible enough that I kind of have to wait for them to do their thing. They went for Lacrima. Okay. Chaos Angel? Yep. Baron de Fleur. That makes things a bit more complicated, though Divine Wrath on Baron de Fleur is still very reasonable. Wow, they're still going. Appaloosa, probably? Yep. Appaloosa is actually not a card I'm concerned about at all. Judgment Dragon is definitely not a card I'm concerned about. If they want to blow up their own field with Judgment Dragon, they are more than welcome to. Yo, is that Kid Kalos? Hang on, how did Wattuna get onto the field? Oh, is it my Wattuna off of Zombie Vampire? Yep, it's my Wattuna. Oh, I was gonna draw Pankratops? That sucks. Levy need to rip a card from hand, presumably? Oh no, that's 3 lights. That's the Reborn? Yeah, okay. At this point, I'm just curious, because I can actually out some of these, right? So Canada target Borrowload, they try to negate with Borrowload. Divine Wrath, no, the Barone. Does this remove as cost? It does. Well, there's a Warrior Engrave, so I can force out one of the negates with Ein. Although no, Apo. Well, that helps. I'm pretty sure I'm still dead. Cool. Just wanted them to reduce their attack on Apo. Normal summon Scrap Beast. Activate Duel Academy. There's no universe in which you borrowed this. Okay. That's actually perfect because I have no intention of using it this turn. I have to get rid of the Garroth because I have to decrease the amount of attack points on their field. Go to main phase 2. I'll set Canadia. I'll set Divine Wrath. And then I guess I'll end. I probably should have Kaiju'd the Borrowload so that the Baron de Fleur would activate its effect to pop a card into the Divine Wrath. It's fine. I mean, if I crack this board, I'm an actual wizard, but not looking particularly likely. Oh, Harbinger, this negates a spell card. Spell card or effect is activated. Well, there's one chance. Savage, come on. Click Savage. Come on, Lucky GX16. Gross. Does he negate cards or effects, or just... yeah, card or effect? Well, I'm going to go after the zombie vampire. Because I need to make sure I don't die. Come on, Savage negate. You know you want to. Wow, this man is holding his Savage. Yeah, I should have Kaiju'd the Borrowed Savage, not the Baron. This is fine. I mean, I'm not currently dead. I'm not sure how I deal with the face down Harbinger, but... it is kind of staggering how far my deck has come in this matchup. They've got 6 cards left in extra deck. How many more options could they possibly have in there? They've got 6 cards. Tribute Summon Christia. All that and they don't even have lethal? That's comedic timing, I'll be entirely honest. Well, we gave it our best shooting. I mean, even if he had Borrow loaded and I'd negate destroyed, I'd still be dead on board, and a Christia is just not solvable from here, from that position, so it's fine. We'll find another bot somewhere. Well, judging by the cosmetics, it's probably a quick concede here. It's Tearlaments. Can I beat Tear? Probably not. If they add the Horus field spell, I'm just going to concede. I genuinely can't beat that card. Turtle and the Kashtira field spell. Okay. Add Tear Cash. Fenrir. Oh, right. Fenrir, you summon the Fenrir, and then from the Fenrir you grab Tear Cash. Yeah, I can just concede here. Gold is a lot more brutal than I remember it being. Like, with these decks, there is a possibility that you just stay in, they mess up the combo somewhere, and just click concede out of shame, but I think that's unlikely. Oh, here we go. We've got an Unfathomable Explorer again. Maybe. I see a 60 card deck with the branded cosmetics. Allure of Darkness. It is probably branded. It is definitely branded. I don't think a Kaiju does it. Sending Retribution? I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't get it. Retribution was a weird send, but I don't think that's concession worthy. But, you know, I'll take it. It's a free win. I'll absolutely. Yeah, this is just standard branded with one copy of Golden Sword Soul for some reason. Glossy Alt Art Fallen of Albaz, Alt Art Cartesia, Alt Art Aluber, but only one. We've got two of the standard art. Like, this is just branded. I mean, Quem send Retribution is kind of a shitty play, but even then, it's like, I don't know if I can even beat just Quem Pass. But I'll take it. Let's see if we can get our 100th win. Let's go first. Let's see if we can open up some trap cards. Maybe our opponent can't play through them and they think we're on something real. I see Dragon Maid Cosmetics. 6 card extra deck. Could this be the game? I will Fencing Fire Ferret. We set Dimensional Barrier and we set back to the front, and then we see what our opponent is up to. RBD. Now what could that stand for? Red Eyes Black Dragon? Could be Red Eyes Black Dragon, maybe? Foolish Burial. That's a real card. 6-card extra deck. Could be Evil Twin. Sending the Evil Twins. Interesting choice. Normal summon Nurse. That's fine. Why would you summon the Nurse and Foolish the Evil Twins when you could Foolish something that your Nurse can bring back? I'm so lost. Is this a bot? Summon an Evil Twin from the deck, but you have a monster on the field, so you don't get to activate it. Okay, we get to add a live twin from deck to hand. I currently don't have an answer to Lilla into Kiss-a-Kill into Lilla. And I can't stop them from summoning it because it's Link monsters. But I might not need it. Okay, so Lilla first, cool. End of main, end phase. Okay, so we're not even going... Oh, because we went into Lilla first. We didn't even go into the right Link too. I'm so confused by this. I think we go Scrap Beast. I think we Crimson Blader to try keep them off of at least this one. But I mean, this is in the grave and they don't have a way to summon it that I know of. And I think I keep Fencing Fire Ferret if for no reason other than it is removal if I can get it to be destroyed. And of course this is more damage. Okay. I mean, Boo Boo Game is on the artwork of the live twins. Well, should have said Pinpoint Card. Though I suspect it's not gonna matter. Well, that should be enough to just win. That might help. That might help me because that might be a Lilla monster on their field. Which means they shouldn't be able to use this. Okay. We get to draw a card, nothing I can do about that. But now they have a Lilla and a Kiss-a-Kill on the field. If this is a bot, it's the strangest bot I've ever encountered. The timings aren't bot-like, and it's playing way too quickly to be just a human playing badly. Well, here's hoping they don't draw a starter. is unfortunately a starter. I mean, if they fumble their way into a win, I'm going to be very annoyed. Oh. I don't know what to think about that game. I'll be entirely honest. I mean, it's a win. I'll take a win. But something about that game was just very unsettling. It's Dragon Maid Live Twin. This is much more coherent than most bots, and the way it played, it didn't feel human. If you're playing that quickly but making so many mistakes, then something's very confused. Something's very strange about that. Well, a win's a win, and we gladly take those. And now we get our reward. That's our 10th. That's our 10th win, so we get to open a nice pack of 10. Of course, I don't get to keep the Veiler, but as much as I would like to, but this is cheaper, so let's go for it. I'm seeing not a whole lot of glow, but I think it'll be fine. It's a generic 7. 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuners. During your main phase, normal summon 1 insect in addition. That's destroyed by battle involving an insect or plant. Target 1, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its attack, then gain life. I mean, it's not the worst card I've ever seen. Flamvel, add a monster with 200 defense. I'll have to check what monsters I have with 200 defense, but there might be some targets for this. Another ninja. Can't be destroyed by battle or affect the turn it's flipped face up or special summoned. Okay, that's kind of nifty. Send this card from your hand to the grave. Summon a ninja from your hand in face up or face down defense. During your opponent's main or battle, fusion summon a ninja. I don't have any ninja fusion monsters, but that's not... It just being unable to be destroyed by battle for a turn is actually not terrible. Though it's a winged beast, it's not like a warrior or anything. Clara and Rushka. I mean, I'll probably play this, but I don't think I'm ever going to summon it. I don't really have a good use for it, and I'm pretty sure Secret Village is currently banned. But, sure. Another copy of Wendigo. Another copy of Layard the Liberator. Machine Angel. Tribute a Cyber Angel Ritual from your hand or field. Draw 2. Place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. Can't summon except rituals. Not happening. A Vylon Synchro. I'm not even going to read that. Ooh. Okay. I think the single best pull we can get from one of these would be SP Little Knight. Maybe Maxi would also be up there. Okay, Charge Warrior is a good one. That's a generic 6 that draws us a card. Dragon's Bind is a floodgate. Springhand's Call, I think, was decent. If you have Springhands of Fallen of Albaz, yeah. And another ninja card. If you control a ninjutsu art, destroy as many as you control as possible, then draw 2. Okay, that's... yeah. Poissonnaire de Nouvelle. I mean, I'd have to have ritual monsters, but this isn't terrible. Normal or special to add a level 1 ritual monster or recipe from deck to hand. Yeah, if I build a ritual deck down the line, this could come up, but I don't think it's going to come up anytime soon. Definitely a lot better ultra rares in the game than that. Bit of a dead ultra. When a spell effect that would inflict damage to you is activated, you take no damage. Yeah, no. Scout Buggy. This is actually playable when you have multiples. This is a 1-card rank 3 as long as it's an insect. I'll have to check if I have any rank 3 insects that are worth summoning, but this card could just be worth including if I have 2 of it. Shadow Core, that's a good card if I keep pulling Shadow cards. Crawler, which one's this? Target a spell trap on the field, destroy it. Things are going well. The ranked ladder is a little bit tricky with this pile of garbage that I'm playing, but things are going well. It's nice to meet you too. Flips, target a spell trap on the field and destroy it. I think we might be past the point where this is a good one. This is part of the FTK. When level 6 or higher monsters, normal, special, tribute. Yeah, this is part of that FTK. Not playable for us. Another copy of Thunder Giant. Destroyed by an opponent's card effect, sent to the grave. Or if it's summoned from the grave, draw a card. Well, I'll go to the deck list as soon as I've finished these. Yeah, I've been cracking the packs in 10s because it's a little bit more efficient with super rares. Yeah, the deck I'm playing at the moment is like a Duel Academy Warrior Pyro Beast pile. So I'm trying to capitalize on the fact that I pulled 2 copies of the Duel Academy field spell. I don't think any of these are good. Familiar Possessed, definitely not. When a warrior monster you control is targeted for an attack or by an opponent's monster effect, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that original attack. Oh, apparently I already have a Machine Angel ritual. I mean, I can take a look at Machine Angels, but I don't think I have playable Cyber Angels. Ice Barrier. Send a face-up monster you control to the grave, whose original type is Beast. Special a monster from your extract with the same original type, but a counterattack, its effects are negated, and it is destroyed in the end phase. Not sure if that'll come up, but maybe. I am playing beast monsters. Cimoooooooo. That is a pretty bad effect, even by Cimoooooooo standards. Gen X Undyne is the Send a Water? No, I'm thinking of the other Gen X. Dododo Warrior. It's a warrior, it's 1800, it could be playable. Nice. I actually also pulled access code pretty early. I think it was on like my 20th pack or so. Access code is absolutely the best card in my list right now. I got like really lucky early, and I've sort of plateaued out in terms of card quality. I'll have to check my gadgets. Yellow gadget is good card if I have the green and or red, but I don't think I do. This is just Upstart, right? Yeah, that's Jar of Greed, sort of. Whoops. Generator Boss Loot. Okay, Quintet Magician is very funny because I actually have a spell that's specifically for summoning spellcaster fusions. So I can technically summon this. I would have to spend 6 cards to do so, but I could technically summon it. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah, this one I can discard cards to ramp it, but that seems a little too slow for this. Maybe about 50 wins ago that would have been good enough, but I don't think so. Okay, Marincess Battle Ocean could be good down the line. Marincess is like a playable strategy if we get enough of them. But the rest of that pack is unplayable, and here we go, last pack luck. Okay, Gravekeeper's Commandant is good if we ever pull Necro Valley. Toon Barrel Dragon might actually be half playable. And another Laval. I'm actually pulling quite a bunch of Lavals. I don't have anything near coherent, but Mimighoul Dungeon to go with that Mimighoul that we pulled at the start. Well, considering that you are the first chatter to speak to me, I would say chat has not been doing an awful lot to help me with the run. Can't be normal summon unless you can do a Ghost Trick. Yeah, I'd need another Ghost Trick for this, but I know Mary's like a good sort of one of if I can get Jack Frost and Lantern. Well, here's the list. Yeah, so here's the list. We're basically running the best trap cards that we've found. We've found Raigeki Break, Pinpoint Guard. Yep. Okay, so Raigeki Break, Pinpoint Guard, Time Space, Canadia. We got 2 copies of Dimensional Barrier, which is going to be so good down the line. At a higher rank, this is going to just be a turn skip against some lists. So some players might just concede when we flip that, which will come in handy. Got Back to the Front, Network Trap Hole. We got an IDP, Blast Held by Destiny, Divine Wrath, Head Judging. The real face of the deck, Access Code Talker, and the 1 copy of Pankratops. Like, I got some really crazy pulls early. But I have not found a single archetype to funnel into. All the archetypes are just too spattered, like just too scattered across them. Yeah, thanks. I think the deck's been doing pretty well. It got me to Platinum, but then I took a whole long hiatus for a while, and I ended up demoting all the way down to Rookie, so I'm working my way back there. Greydle Cobra has been putting in some real work in this stretch. Illumirage is probably one of the worst cards in this list, but it outs Dragoon, so any card that outs Dragoon is a worthy include. Other than that, it's really just Warriors. For a while I was playing Durandal with a couple Fire Warriors, but my Fire Warrior pool is just a little bit too limited. Warrior, Fire attributes probably up. Yeah, Fire. Yeah, so the Fire Warrior pool is I think a little bit too narrow. It's Evocator Evek is probably my best one in a vacuum. Oh, other than Ein, but which I've got very lucky and pulled 2 copies of. Only got a couple of Ignites, but that could be something playable down the line. But for now, this is the list centering around Duel Academy because it's like the first good card that I pulled 2 copies of, and it synergized decently well with Ein. And then just play all the best trap cards that I found. I was playing more equip spells with like Gear Breed and stuff. was playing like a bunch of equips with Gearbreed, but then they started getting very bricky. So the only equips I've got left are Mage Power, because the attack boost can be very valuable, and then Vicious Claw and Archfiend's Staff of Despair. Yeah, D-Barrier is absolutely going to get me through this, because the ability to just flip it up against like a branded fusion or something, and there's a good chance that they just instantly concede from there, is worthy of including it. A lot of players will just concede if you flip a D-Barrier on them, even if it's not the end of the game. I also pulled a Utopia, so if I can keep my eye out for Double or Nothing and Utopia Double, that could also be something to work with later. I do have Double or Nothing. Oh, damn, I pulled Double or Nothing already, but I haven't pulled Utopia Double yet. Utopia. Sure, we could do that at some point. Yeah, if I can pull Utopia Double, it'll be something to focus as a sort of win condition. But pulling a specific super rare is going to be less than easy, less than ideal. I wonder what Time Lords I have actually. Just Camion. Although wait, let's go Time Maiden related cards. Sadion is the life points. If yours are less than 4,000, they become 4,000. Okay, and then this one is the shuffle one card your opponent controls into the deck. I mean, this could be playable. I mean, I'm getting a little bit heavy on the monsters that can be summoned without tributing if I control nothing. Because I'm at the point where I'm starting to draw copies of like Guiltia with Photon Thrasher. And Guiltia needs me to have no monsters, and Thrasher needs me to have no monsters, and I think, as good as the Time Lords are, I think this one probably is a worthy inclusion. And this one is at the end of the battle phase. If it battled, if your life points are less than your opponent's, inflict damage equal to the difference. I mean, Camion is probably worth including. Maybe instead of Photon Jumper. But then I'm reducing the number of warriors, and I think that hurts Duel Academy too much. So I think this is the list. I think this list is what I'll run with for now, although I do need to cut Clearwing Fast Dragon because it actually doesn't do anything. I forgot that I cut my last non-tuner wind monster. So let's filter by extra cards. Where are they again? Fusion, Ritual, not Ritual, Synchro Xyz, Link. Okay, so, I mean, this is just strictly better because that's a 7 that I can summon. Can I make a 6? I don't think I have the levels for it. All my tuners that I'm playing are level 4s so that I can reach my 8 synchros. So as good of a card as Stardust Charge Warrior is, I don't think I can make it. Same goes for Splendid Rose. Oh, Pentastag is just a better include than Space Insulator, probably. Yeah, and then I don't actually own these ones. These are from the branded thing. So I don't actually own any of the branded cards that are listed here. I mean, it never comes up, but I do technically have enough 8s in the list. Well, I've got 1 8, and it has actually happened where I've econned an opponent's level 8. So maybe I do put Dingirsu in here just as a Just as a rank 8 target in a pinch. This needs to be like rank 8 or higher. Yeah. Sure, I'll put Dingirsu in here instead of Illuminite. I've never summoned Illuminite. I've never thought of summoning Illuminite. It's never been a candidate. I haven't seen any Tenyis now that I'm thinking about it, but have I pulled any? Because the Tenyis could be good for... I've pulled Ad Horror. Oh yeah, I was playing Ad Horror like very early on, but didn't really have a payoff for it. I still don't think I do. Though I should probably bookmark it so that... because it is a card that could realistically be built around. Yeah, I think that's enough tweaks to the list. I think this list is good to go. So I think I'll play a couple more games and then probably call it. I'm still not entirely sure that going first is correct, but it feels insurmountable to play into an established board. Of course, if I choose to go first, then my hands look like this. Well, sure, we can do a Masochist versus Masochist duel at the end. I'd need your details though. Yeah. Oh, that free win. I'll absolutely take a free win. Sure, let's see how I can do this. No. How do I make a room again? I actually have no idea how to make a room. Ah, sure. Yeah, I was thinking go for a duel and then... Ah, here we go. Duel room. Create a room. Room comment none. Max occupancy shouldn't matter. Standard list. Normal time. Sure. need something to hide my hand. Should work. Yep. Not much of a chess player, but I do chess puzzles a lot. My puzzle rating on chess.com is about 3,000. My puzzle rating's pretty high. I'm confident in the first move. Now the question is whether it's this or this. If here, here, here. Ah. Nice. Just gonna have to position this to block my hand wherever it may be. Perfect. Okay, hands looking alright. We got a bull blader and a couple back row. I mean, Feather Duster's not real. It can't hurt me as long as I don't believe in it, it can't hurt me. Oh, is it? I've got my mic setting on max, so I'm not sure. I mean, I can move a bit closer to the mic. Well, let's take a peek under the hood. Ooh. But Bullblader's effect keeps him safe, I think. Destroyed by battle, yeah. Bullblader destroyed by effect. Oh, my Master Duel audio is set pretty low. I think we'll throw it back here. Yeah, Devouring Sarcophagus is a pretty solid one. I don't believe I've pulled a copy of it yet, but if I do, it's definitely a candidate. Contract with Dawn 1000. Ah, time space. From hand or extra. Okay. This is all cards drawn are revealed? Yeah, okay, so... Well, that's a good one. Let's roll it out. If I summon Illumirage, it would be even less damage. Yeah, it would be significantly decreasing my damage on fields unless I synchronize, unless I synchro, but I don't think that's... yeah. I think Bullblader control is where it's at for now. Bullblader beatdown. And then I can chuck it back. Ooh, Behemoth, King of 100 Battles. That's also a build around. Unaffected by the effects of special summoned monsters if it was normal summoned set. Target a beast, war, winged beast in your grave, add it to hand, and it's got it. Ooh. What are the odds that there's a torrential tribute somewhere face down? A little higher than I'd like, so I think I will try to decrease those odds. I have a sneaking suspicion that you're trying to summon a pendulum monster. Let's go with the one on the left. Well, that was lucky. But damn, Torrential's a good pull. Torrential's a crazy good pull. It is a rare, which makes it a little bit more likely than with other stuff, but damn, it's a good trap card. It's the kind of card you keep in your list pretty much until the end of your run, whenever that may be. Swords of Concealing's a good one. But I do think because of that lucky snipe, that I'm in a commanding position here. I think because I got lucky on that torrential tribute that this probably seals the game here. Because now I can blow up the unknown, because I know the last set is time space. Ooh, Compulse. Yeah, it feels bad. Duel Academy is pulling its weight in this build. It absolutely is. It turns Raigeki Break into like a +0. Yeah. Okay, so the face down is still known as Time Space. In fact, I think every card of mine is known. That, wow, how did I mess that one up? Wow. It's fine, it's fine. It wasn't game. It wasn't game, so it's a misplay, but not the end of the world. It just occurred to me I put the chess in front of my hand, but I didn't block my face downs. Oh, triple tack. That's also a good pull, but I feel like it's a lot better when your opponent is playing a much better deck. Yeah, for like the first 10 or so wins, I was actually using the staples from the bundles. I stopped using them after a little while. But, yeah, good game, good game. I got to see at least some of your deck there. Want a quick round 2? Sure. Let's go again. Okay, so would you like to go first or second? I'll click going second. Yeah, yeah, getting in the pack, that's really good. Card Trooper, that's also a pretty good pull. Morphing Jar as well. Oh, and Loyal Guanyun. Okay, I mean, I am seeing some fire cards. Yeah, I think this needs lights and darks. Light tuner, dark monster. Okay, so I think well, considering I've seen Guanyun, I think we go for this. Big Bungus Beatdown with a small amount of upside. Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. Slow damage step. If an insect battles, target one card you control, one card your opponent controls, destroy them. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can special this from hand. If this is normal or special, equip one insect from your hand or grave to this card. Okay, so yes. And as long as I don't battle an insect monster, it won't get to trigger. But it'll... It's when it battles. Yeah, when it battles. Pretty sure battling only happens once you reach damage step, so maybe I'll be fine. Big maybe? Ooh. MST is also a really good pull, and that was a good snipe. Oh. Yeah, it's probably a safe bet that triple tactic isn't going to come up in this matchup. It's probably a safe bet that I won't be using many monster effects on your turn. Ooh, tribute summoning. Or tribute setting, because Crimson Blader effect. Yeah, I thought that might have happened. Crimson Blader effect is easily forgotten. Well, let's see what tribute summon we had. Ah, it's the same one from last game. It's Behemoth. Crimson Blader, it's an old card. I did not expect the upside to matter. Okay, unknown face down. It could be anything. Although, I'm pretty limited on what I can do here, so I'm just going to keep running in my Crimson Blader. And probably get compulsed. No? Ooh, Psychic Rover. This card could be problematic. If this is sent to the grave, by any means. Yeah, Psychic Rover is like a real card. And I don't think I have a convincing answer for it because it's not once per turn. Or at least not at the moment. I kind of just have to keep running into it until it misses. It's a 1 in 3. 2, 3, 4, or 5 special summon this card. Okay, so so if I can run over it enough times that it misses that roll, that's my out. Although the way that my stats line up, I kind of just can do it once per turn and hope. So it's a 1 in 3 that it fails, 2 in 3 that it succeeds, and if it succeeds, 1 in 3 that it destroys cards of mine. So I just need it to whiff the 2 in 3. Okay. Actually, I think I might have an idea. Big maybe. Well, it's the only idea I've got at the moment, so let's roll with it. If that's a torrential tribute, then I'm in trouble. Yep, lucky I had this one. Actually, just added it like a minute ago after opening all the packs, because it's just slightly better than the card that was in here. Okay, needed to miss again. Oh. Your opponent's monsters cannot declare attacks. Okay, so I think you needed to flip that earlier. During each of your end phases, you must pay 1,000. This is not optional. You can target one level 1 tuner in your grave. Destroy this card, and if you do, special summon. Ah, it's a red Dragon Archfiend card. I will say this this Psychic Rover has been both incredibly lucky that it keeps coming back and incredibly unlucky that it keeps missing on the destruction effect. The dichotomy of Psychic Rover. Okay, that's a Plant and a Psychic. Target a face-up monster each. Okay, so it's stealing attack points. Yeah, we're trying to Psychic Rover. Okay, we got... We'll see what happens. 2. Okay, it comes back. Yep, let's gamble. Let's go gambling. Oh, you've got one more roll. And you do have another turn, because I can't attack next turn. Okay. 1 and 3. Wow, this Rover is... It's extremely lucky to keep coming back, but extremely unlucky that it's never getting the pops. Yeah, GG's, bro. This list is interesting. I mean, you've got some interesting cards in there for sure. I mean, Psychic Rover is a really strong one, but it got really weird luck on it. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Sure. One last duel. One last duel, and then I'll call it for the day. This hand is interesting. It's interesting. strange. I'm not sure why my mic's quiet. I mean, I've got it set all the way to max on OBS, and the mic is like a foot away from me. It's not exactly far away. Orange. Face up card in their field zone. Wow, that's interesting. That's an interesting one. And then orange is just orange. If you have 2 more cards, summon it. If a card in this card's column is destroyed by battle or leaves the field, summon a Mech Knight from hand. I'm not sure why my audio is quiet, but I will have to definitely look at it. Yeah, he keeps coming back, which is going to be troubling for me. I think I might have a way to out my own field spell. Invasive alien species is certainly an interesting one. It's not a card that was on my radar. It's a pity it only checks your opponent's field spell zone. And he's... Okay, you can only use each effect once per turn. Okay. That's super irrelevant. Ooh, Triple Burst. That's also a real card. I don't believe I've pulled a Triple Burst yet. I've been keeping my eye out for one, but I haven't gotten it. It is just a really good generic 3 for stepping into access code. Okay, I think... Yeah, I think I'm in a rough spot, but I do have my trusty boy. Best card in the main deck. Though he doesn't even match up that great into... He doesn't match up great into that IAS in this position. Synchro Zone. Pank is a card my opponent controls, so I can't use Pank to out my own field spell. This is reciprocal. Neither player? Yeah. Unfortunately, that means this IAS can actually just wreak havoc on me if I let it stick around. So I think I have to go with a particular line. Let me see. One material shy of that. Yeah, I think it's weird, but I think I have to go with this. I don't think I can afford to be passive when you have a repeatable guy that's going to keep me off of monsters for the rest of the game. Yeah, Pankratops was a crazy pull. Wow, the Infinite Antlion... Infinite Antlion putting in the pressure. Yeah, and I think I have to throw it back here. cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects as well. If your opponent has a face-up card in their field zone, target a monster they control, destroy it, and if you do, gain 1,000. Okay. Oh. Going into another link. Oh, tribute summoning. Masterpiece. Unaffected by monsters. Okay. Well, I guess use it or lose it on the Pank, so let's take a look under the hood. Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King. That would also be a hell of a pull. I think my spell trap lineup is maybe... My continuous spell trap lineup is maybe not good enough to shoehorn him in at the moment, but yeah. Okay, that's a very funny card. I don't know if it's good, but it is very funny. Now I've got to do some maths. That 7 times that, that's... Well, this isn't pretty, but it works. Yeah, it's not pretty, but it outs the Masterpiece. And now it's a top deck war. And that's a really good top deck. Let's go gambling. Let's gamble. Yes! Gambling! Okay. I don't actually have any grave synergies, but I think I have to be as aggressive as possible. So I think it's definitely a mill 3 angle. That's funny, I can actually use head judging on my own guy. That is actually really funny. Of course, having a card trooper is one thing. If it dies, then you get the trigger, so... Well, as long as you don't draw a guy, then I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think deck out is a valid lose condition, so I'm just gonna keep milling. Okay, so if I'd missed that coin flip, then I absolutely lose the game. Yeah, because this would have been the third attack. Yeah, Okay, that doesn't put lethal. So I think we play around Torrential Tribute here. Yeah, there's something chainable here. Could be Compulse. Call of the Haunted. Masterpiece can be summoned here, can't he? Yeah, he doesn't say he can't be special. He just won't be unaffected. Triple burst. Okay. Okay, I'm definitely not going to continue the attack. And I think it's a bit weird, but I think I have to do it this way because Torrential Tribute is a real card, and Torrential Tribute is a card I know that I should be playing around in this duel. Oh, Vishuda's also a really good one. Vishuda's also a really good card. Okay. That's a very interesting one. I don't think it changes anything about my playstyle here, though. I think there's only one move. I mean, it doesn't lose to Torrential, but if there is a Torrential Tribute, then it sort of forces it. Okay, so there's no TT. Hooray for Exiled Force. Yeah, so my deck is like 20 removal spells. So I've actually been sitting on the Evil Swarm O Lantern for a couple turns at this point. But my deck is like 90% removal. Well, 90%, like 50% removal. Shuffle Reborn. Toggle. If you know no monsters, target a monster in your grave. Summon it, but it has its effects negated and banish it during the end phase. Well, there's Masterpiece coming back. Banish it during the end phase. Okay, I was worried for a second about how I was going to out it, but it outs itself. Target one card you control, shuffle it into the deck, then draw one card. Oh, that's a cute synergy. You can cycle your Call of the Haunted back. Target a dark with 1500 or less attack in your grave and add it to hand. Nice. Okay, there's a card in my deck that... Oh, did you forget about the Shuffle Reborn? Oh, it discards the hand as well? Oh. I actually clean forgot about that. Okay, that's also a really good draw. Big Bungus Beatdown. I'll I'll give you one more turn. Let's see what your deck's got. I will say any normal summon, it doesn't look like it, but any normal summon would have actually gotten me lethal. Didn't have to be the Big Bungus. Magic Cylinder? Sure. I'm scared of those ritual monsters. Yes, yes, those ritual monsters. Yeah, you've definitely got some pretty sick pulls. Well, Torrential Tribute hasn't been there for a while, so we play around Magic Cylinder. Good games, good games. So, like, how far are you into the run? Because as you can see, I'm just past 100 wins. Sounds good. Sounds good. You too. I think that's where I'll call it in general for the day. Put the chess puzzles back there. And that'll wrap it up.